Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social studies series going on for the Karnataka State Board, in this video we are going to discuss about 10th standards chapter number 33, Consumer Education and Protection. So without a delay, let's start the explanation related to the consumer education and protection. In this video we will come to know about the consumer rights, exploitation, and consumers awareness. The major objectives of the consumer protection and its importance and services. To follow certain precautionary measures while buying goods. The significance of the consumer education and information with regard to the methods of filing cases with the consumer court. Right. Now come to the first part is introduction. In an introduction, we will come to know about the definition of three words. What exactly meaning of consumer? Before that, we come to know about the user and provider. So first is user means a person who uses goods or services is called the users. A person who uses goods or services is called the users. Provider means a person or organization. It may be the particular person maybe, or they have their organization. They supplying goods or services is called the providers. Okay. Now come to the consumer means according to the Consumer Protection Act. A person who buys goods or avails services for a price or wages is called the consumers. A person should be purchase, buys the goods, avails services for price or wages. Price means you know that wages, right? Paying for it, for the services, right? Goods may be self use, resale or commercial purpose. The goods may be here three purposes, maybe for self use, maybe the resale or commercial purposes. Free enterprise economy treats the consumer as a king, but exploitation is common, right? In the especially the consumer's exploitation is common, right? Now come to the history of the consumer movement, right? Consumer movement, first of all, it was started in a USA, United States of America, but in perspective of India, in the year of 1956, Planning Commission was going to back Indian Association of Consumers. Means in the year of 1956, Planning Commission of India was going to ineffectively, it was brought back Indian Association of Consumers, right? And in the year of 1956, a first real movement was going to started in Mumbai by the women, especially the women have started this movement. That movement name is called, the association name is called it as a Aware. What is the movement name? Aware. The association name is Aware. The full form of the Aware, there is a possibility to ask you one more question, right? What is that? Association of Women Against Rising Expenses. It led to the national level movements. Aware led the national level movements, right? Nowadays, the important associations are Federation of the Consumer Organizations and National Consumer Protection Council were there. These are the very important organizations. They are working for the in the welfare of the consumers, right? Now come to the reasons for the consumers exploitation. Earlier, goods were going to supply directly from producers to the consumers. Over there is no middleman. But according to the agricultural development, change the marketing methods. Middlemen started fix the prices, right? And middleman causes the hindrances. means problems like difficulties and losses of the consumers. Modern days development also like teleshopping also going to be problematic for the consumer exploitation. Teleshopping means you know that ordering the goods via television, internet, SMS or telephone. Yeah, purchasing the goods online is called the teleshopping, right? Now come to the teleshopping. Consumers order the goods advertised on TV or media. Orders via internet, SMS or phone. Payment after goods arrives at the doorstep. Direct purchase from the tailors without visiting the shops. Right, now come to the consumers World Consumers Day. March 15, 1962, USA President John F. Kennedy has announced four basic rights for the consumers. Right to safety means certain rights were there, those are going to provide it to the consumers. Those are related to the safety purpose. Right? It means what? The producer should not be, a trader should not be provided the harmful, yeah, dangerous goods to the market, right? That is, and along with that, the consumer has one more right according to the 1962 Act of the Americas, right to choice. They can choose, right? Then third one is right to information. Then fourth one is right to be heard. Means any cases may be there, any harmful maybe, any dangerous product they may be got, then they can report. That is called the right to be heard. Okay. Because of the March 15, we are going to celebrate it worldwide as a Consumers Day. World Consumers Day in the world. Okay. Now come to the consumer protection. Protection against exploitation by the producers or traders. It will going to provide the safeguards consumer interests through the rights assurance. Okay. Now come to the consumer protection acts in India. Over 30 acts in a past 5 decades. 1 decades means 10 years time frame. 5 decades means 50 years, right? For example, in India, Essential Commodity Act was there. Weights and the Measures Act against adulteration of the food articles means the mixture of the articles in the food like adding color, taste powders, these are all banned. Okay. Consumer Protection Act of 1986, it got changed the name, means it got replaced, name may be same. It is what? Consumer Protection Act 2019. Okay. Now come to the certain objectives are there of the acts. Yeah, aims, a purpose of the act is to ensure the safety and quality. It bans the dangerous goods, prevent trade malpractices. The government will going to supervise the quality, weights, measures and the prices. Government will going to provide the compensate for to the consumers for the trade related problems. Government will going to create the awareness among the consumers, and government will going to ensure that reasonable prices via healthy competition. Okay. Now come to the consumer right under the act. Right to protection from the hazardous goods means dangerous goods. Means we will get the, means those goods will not going to provide it, and those goods will not going to sell in a market. That will going to, that right will going to get by the government under this act, consumer rights. Okay. Then right to information means right to information, in that we will come to know about the means goods, their quality, their quantity, their purity, their stand, their price, their expiry date, their manufacturing date, we will come to know. Right to choice will have the varieties of the goods, and over there the prices will be reasonable because the competition will be there between the traders. Okay. Now move to the right to be heard means consumers interest will going to consider in a courts. Okay. The next, right to seek redressal against the unfair practices means any the cheated, anything may be exploited by the traders, then farmer means consumers can go to the courts. Okay, right to consumer education, right to stop exploitation, and right to healthy environment. These are the rights. Okay, now come to the consumer disputes redressal commissions. District commission means 3 level commissions are there. One is district, then next it is state, then next it is national. It is based on what? The complaints are related to the monies. Okay, so in a district commission the president will be there, in a state commission also president will be there, and even national commission also the president will be there. So in a district president it will be there in a district level, right? So district judge will going to nominated by the state government. The president of the district commission is district judge, and who will going to nominated by the state government. Here the 2 members will be there along with the president. One is women. Okay, and complaint is here less than 1 crore rupees. Less than 1 crore, if complaint will be there, then they can consult to the district commission. Between more than 1 crore, then they can go to the state commission. Here in a state commission, president, current or former high court judge will be there. 2 eminent members will be there along with the president. One is woman. Okay, then complaints should be more than 1 crore and less than 10 crores. More than 1 crore and less than 10 crores. Now move to the, if it is more than 10 crores, then we have to move to the national commission. It will be there in a central level. So president will be the Supreme Court judge appointed by the central government. 4 members will be there. Among them, one will be the women. Complaints more than 10 crores. Right. Now come to the next. Filing a consumer complaint. There is no prescribed performer. Performer means format. There is no such any particular format for writing a letter. Right. It may be the typed one or it may be the handwritten also. Both are going to acceptable. Right. The next point is what? Here you have to write first the consumer's name, full address, phone number and everything. Then secondly you have to write the details of opponent parties with their address, their shop name, everything. Then next point is you have to list the particulars of goods. Okay, name of the goods, then nature of the loss and amount we lost. Along with that, to everything we can attach bill or receipt. You got it when you are going to purchase the things. Then next is no fees or stamp duty will going to pay to the government. Here the government will not going to take any amount. And along with that, there is no need to appoint any lawyer here. By consumer by himself can argue in a courts. So I hope my dear you may be understood the concept consumer education and protection. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment and like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.